Hello and welcome to Shatterdice Gaming. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different, an unboxing of SAS Rogue Regiment. It's one of the first board games I've bought in a while, and it looked quite interesting to me. I have quite a great interest in the formation of the SAS back in World War II, so this just struck me as one I'd want to take a look at. So let's take a look at it. So this is by a company called Warforged Games, I believe, and that's their little icon you can see there on the anvil on the back of the box. And you've got the fairly usual stuff here on the back of the box, just an image of the game set up, what it contains, you know, something giving you an indication of what the theming is. So we'll have a look inside. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, so it looks like we've got a rowboat here, so a rowing boat driver. So we definitely looks like we definitely get vehicles, and then a line of sight example sheet, which this looks like it has pretty involved line of sight rules. Since I do know this is a stealth game, I would expect it to be quite heavy on the line of sight stuff. It's obviously going to involve a lot of sneaking, and there'll be lots of different ways to avoid being detected, I imagine. And then it looks like a quick reference guide just with some basic rules on. This looks to be the rule book. An index at the back, nice. Always appreciate a good index. Let's have a look through here then. We have got what appears to be quite a lot of text. An event phase there. So there's events in the game. Looks very, very clear diagrams and a lot of text explaining things. It looks very dense, this rulebook. Might take me a little while to work through this one. Ooh, Axis vehicles. So, well, looks like we get a rowboat and the enemy get armoured cars. That seems like that'll be a fair fight. So Axis units. Looks like different enemy types, objects and equipment. Oh yeah, operator vehicles. So we definitely get vehicles. Yeah, so there'll be some interesting things to look at, some interesting stuff to look at in there. And then this looks like the mission book, and there appears to be a mission on the last page, so I won't show you that, because that looks like it'll be the final mission. So in here we have got, the origins of the SAS. That's cool. I like that. They've put little origins of the SAS, a little bit of history there for people. There's David Sterling there, the man who started the SAS with Lieutenant Jock Lose. Lieutenant John Steele, Jock Lose. Okay, I never knew that was the name of the co-founder. I thought it was just David Sterling. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. And then got just some stuff here about how they evolved over time, D-Day and beyond, that sort of thing. And then customizing and creating missions. So it looks like they have included the ability to make your own games of this. And here we are with the missions. Let's just take a look at the first mission. Don't want to spoil anything. So, scattered. And we've got a key here which tells us operator Jock Start. Now, I wonder if that's the co-founder of the SAS there who we're playing as. And then we've got the objective is operator Anders. And recommended setup. And then what have we got down here? So, the drop was a complete cock-up, and now our boys are scattered all over the French countryside. To make matters worse, Anders was picked up by a local patrol and currently awaits a handover to the Gestapo. We need to get him before they do. This game will be up before we even get started. Jock. Interesting. So Operator Anders begins at his start point. So basically, this first mission looks like it's quite simple, where we're playing as Jock, and it looks like we have to get to Operator Anders to rescue him. So this actually looks like it's a one-player mission, this. So kind of a tutorial, I guess. Maybe it's a good idea to play that by yourself before you get any friends involved in the game. And then here he is, Operator Anders. Looks like a scuba man. He's got a scuba tank there, and a pistol, a harpoon gun and a knife. That's interesting how the player boards just have pictures of the equipment with a little bit of rules on. Ginger. look at that. We've got a ginger on the team. That's good. A nice bit of ginger representation. We don't see that very often in anything these days. And there's Jock, our operator and one of the co-founders of the SAS. Looks like he's got some grenades, which will probably be quite helpful. And then Paddy, and as we can see there, Paddy's looks like he's the bomb expert. Looks like he's got a bomb there and a good old Sten gun. And then, well, this box looks pretty empty underneath that. We've got just some dice and 2 decks of event cards. What looks like a yellow event card deck and a red event card deck. So let's have a look at those, see what kind of events we'll be getting in this game. Just get this wrapping off. There we go. So, oh, look at that. There looks to be a lose bomb in the middle of the event deck. That was cleverly hidden, wasn't it? So let's have a look at these, and okay, these aren't quite what I was expecting. It looks like they're all pictures. So it looks to me as if these events are more like an AI deck, controlling perhaps what the enemy do. Looked like there was a few pictures of like spawning guards there and rotating. That one's got a picture of like an alarm bell on. So I'm guessing that these events will either increase the enemy's awareness, like it cause the alarm to trigger that sort of thing, or it will maybe spawn new guards or tell you which way guards change their rotation. So it doesn't look like these are events that are kind of like a lightning storm rolls in or anything like that. What you might get in a more dungeon crawly RPG type. There's a resistance fighter there. That's interesting. I guess the French resistance might pop up in this at some point. So they're interesting. They're not what I expected of an event card deck. It looks more like a bit of an enemy AI behavior type thing. So that'll be interesting. Now let's have a look at what's underneath here, which is, I would suspect this is going to be our board tiles and our tokens, which, yes, it is. Shocking. It's almost like I'm psychic. Let's take a look at these then. Oh, look at that. There's there appears to be a board tile of a bunker in the bottom of the box. Yeah, that's how it's printed in there. That's not a map tile. That's printed in the bottom of the box. So the box itself is a little bunker. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that'll be I wonder what mission that'll be used for. That's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, I know it said earlier about there being custom stuff in the game as well, like making your own missions. So that'd definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting to have the SAS infiltrate a bunker to, I don't know, assassinate an officer or something like that. So we'll have to see what comes of that over the course of playing the game. Well, let's get these tokens and everything unwrapped then. So it looks like we've got a range ruler or something there across the middle, and this looks like it's for the SAS operators. We've got a Willys Jeep down here and a Kubelwagen, along with what look like our SAS operators, and then a bunch of tokens for ammunition and equipment and the such like. And then it looks like a mortar team there as well for the Germans. And then here we've got what looks to be a whole bunch of German patrols, German guards, armoured cars. What looks to be a spawn token, that looks like a spawn token type thing to me, or maybe yeah, I'd say that's a spawn token. And then more guards, a little alarm bell and cigarette token, a few more vehicles, what looks like some cover that can be placed down, some dead soldiers, so it looks like the enemy leave corpses when you defeat them, and a German motorbike there, classic German motorbike with sidecar, which is in every good World War II film. And then what looks to be fire tokens or wound tokens, I'm not sure what they are. And then we have some more German soldiers here, these ones standing at attention by the looks of it. I like how they've got like grass and road, and then there's a German officer there. And they've all got this kind of a base that looks like the, whatever environment they're stood in. That's kind of cool. They're not just all the same. An explosive marker, our little rowboat. And then it looks like we are onto the map tiles. So we've got like little countryside here, kind of a big building there, some sort of big army compound, I guess. And this looks like the roof of that compound and a little village. got a bridge over some water, good old bridge. Looks like some kind of farmland and a bit of forestry, some more forest with rocks and boulders. It looks like cool, there's a nice pier there with a bit of water. It looks, if you look around the forest and the rocks and things, it looks like there's shaded borders. So I'm going to assume that these affect line of sight and movement. It would make sense, especially for a game like this. And then I'm also noticing there's these little like eyeball icons with arrows around them on most of them. I guess that's where guards are going to be placed. And if you look at some of them, they also have these tracks. There's a black track and a white track on that one. So I'm guessing that those are going to kind of be patrol tracks and dictate the movement and direction of some of the guards. But large, oh look at that, that's a submarine dock, or it looks like a submarine dock, or maybe a boat dock. That's kind of cool. So most of these map tiles, well, they're not like, you know, super exciting to look at. The most interesting one is that bunker in the bottom of the box, I think. But you know, this is a game based in like World War II France. You know, it's just the countryside. I wouldn't expect it to be any super exciting, you know, visually fascinating map tiles. It's not a fantasy game or anything like that. It's you know, it's like I say, it's based in World War II France. It's going to be a lot of fields, a lot of farmhouses, and lots of German patrols. So yeah, it looks really interesting. This it's probably going to take me a little while to work through that rule book, but I will be hard at work doing so because I do like the idea of getting this to the table. It looks very interesting, and I've always wanted to play a game with some really good stealth mechanics, and I have to be honest, I haven't really found any. This will probably be the first game I've played that focuses very, very heavily on actually being stealthy and you know, the importance of enemy facings kind of thing. It looks like there's going to be a lot of line of sight, a lot of trying to sneak around in this. So I'm very interested to see how this plays. And, well, yeah, I'll get the game played, and then I will let you know my thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. A little bit unscripted, not usually something I'd do, but it is the first game I've bought in quite a while, so I figured, why not? It's quite a new game. Hopefully some of you guys who might be interested in getting this will now have a better idea of what's in the box. So thanks for watching.